My name is Randy Koenigsknecht. I am 23 years old. I am from Most Holy Trinity Parish in Fowler, and I'm studying at Sacred Heart in Detroit. My vocation started very young. I grew up in a very Catholic family. I had twin brothers who were priests, so the idea of priesthood was just kind of always there. It wasn't something I was very attracted to. But the first moment I really felt called to the priesthood, I was in 6th grade, and I was just praying, like I was sitting in church after school waiting for my ride, and I just asked the question, like I knew we were supposed to ask the question, like, God, what do you want me to do with my life? And so I asked that question, and to my surprise, I got an answer, and I just heard that, just like, maybe just think about being a priest. And in the moment I was like, that doesn't sound too bad. But then I started thinking about it more. I was like, no, that can't be right. That's not me. I can't do that. And so I just left there. I was like, nope, well, that was a fun thought, but that's not going to happen. And I kind of kept that attitude on up until really my junior year of high school. I'd continue to pray and ask the question, like, Lord, what am I going to do with my life? Because that's the question you're supposed to ask. And every so often I still get that answer, like, oh, priesthood, that would keep coming back to mind. I'd always be like, nope, that's not me. That's not for me. That's not God. That's just me making something up. I don't want this. But then in high school, everything really started to change. I really discovered kind of the person of God. It wasn't just I'm just talking, to space, just talking to air, but there's someone here. There's actually someone who I can get to know, someone who cares about me. And that kind of started to really change everything. And so the big moment of change was my junior year of high school. I was studying some architecture. I was taking architecture classes while I was in high school, and I really enjoyed it. But I would go home at the end of the day, and I would just pause and just think about the future. I'd think about, what's my life going to be like, and I'd start planning things out. And as I did that, I just recognized there was just something missing. That, as much as I enjoyed architecture, that if I went through with that, there would just always be something missing, that something I wanted. And that kind of shook me, and so I asked the Lord, like, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to find, this part that's missing? I want to be happy. And that really just opened me up to the idea of, well, maybe I should think about being a priest. And then once I started thinking about that, I started seeing, all the things a priest does, and how actually I wanted that. I wanted to be able to share the sacraments with people. I wanted to be able to share my faith, to share, the God who I'd come to know and love. I wanted to share that with people. And so I decided, like, all right, I think this is what I'm going to do. And there's a particular moment in prayer I remember. It's just like, Lord, I feel you calling me to seminary, and I will go. If you're calling me, I will go. And in that moment, I just knew, like, this is where I got to go. And there's just great joy and just peace in that moment. And that just continued. And so here I am now.